Who's ready for the Kitsap County Fair and Stampede? There's some big changes coming up this year, but the cats and archery will still be under one roof for reasons that are not abundantly clear. We've got your full fair preview on this week's Beat Blast next. Welcome back to this edition of the Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number one, the big story of the fair this year is free admission. That's right, bring the whole family down. It'll cost a little bit more to park, from $6 to $10, and events like the rodeo and of course the carnival rides will cost a little bit extra, as they always have. But walking through the gates will be completely free of charge, and organizers are expecting a big surge in attendance.
Where in the past you would pay almost $75 to get a ticket and the parking and get your whole family in before you even participate in any activities, this year you're going to pay $10 to park. Your whole family, your whole carload, you come in and get to have it for, the admission part free. As soon as you walk up, the area we're standing in right now, last year was a parking lot. Now it's all of our kids' activities, so it's going to bring some lights and some buzz right from the gates. My one piece of advice is get here early. The parking's good early, but there's always room for you. And I expect to have full crowds this year, so let's just be nice to each other and have a great event.
All right, last question that I've always been personally wondering about. Cats and archery, how did that come together? Any idea?
I can't answer that one for you, brother.
Story number two. You might recall that last year 3 children were injured when a tilt-a-whirl malfunctioned. This year, the same company is back, but an independent ride safety inspector has been retained by Kitsap County's Fair Board and will be on hand for the duration of the fair. Kitsap County Sheriff's deputies will also have a bolstered presence at this year's fair.
We have met several times throughout this year with Davis Amusement Rides, and we're confident in what they provided us on the structural side and the inspection side. But additionally, we have brought in a professional inspector to the program who is our eyes and ears, not associated with Davis Amusement, who is going through, as we speak, inspecting every ride, who will be on site every day of the fair. He'll be spot checking, and he'll be the determination whether a ride's safe or not.
Story number 3. So what's a kid to do at the fair? Well, there's a lot of different things to do, but one new added option, besides of course the petting zoo here, is the Kid Zone this year for the youngest of children, who might not be old enough to go on the rides, but they can do crafts, learn about farming, and plant some seeds.
We've added a Kid Zone, which is for children even smaller than this age, that they can come out and be farmers for a day. That activity is brand new to us. It was kind of bridging the gap for kids that weren't quite old enough to ride rides, but too old to be carried in the stroller or whatnot, so it's going to be a fun activity for them.
Story number 4. Livestock is a big draw here at the Kitsap County Fair and Stampede, and will be once again this year. Cows, pigs, goats, you name it, they will be on the block for this year's fair. I talked with Chelsea and her Hereford Flash in what is a bittersweet weekend for the pair.
He's a miniature Hereford, miniature polled Herefords. That means he doesn't have horns. He's super sweet. He's literally stole my heart. At first I was like, oh, I'll just raise a cow, because I was going to be my last year of FA and I wanted to make off with some cash, if I'm being honest. So but then I met Flash, and he's like a sweetheart, and they're like big dogs in a way. I mean, to me, that's what I think they're like, even though he's 930 pounds. So yeah.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, it's a big dog. So on Friday I have I'll show him in Fin Show and market class, and then on Saturday he'll go through the auction and then to Farmer George's to be someone else's food.
Oh, yeah. So at the end of this, there's no more Flash?
No, sadly, no, there's not. Yeah.
But hopefully make some bellies happy, right? Out and about.
Yeah, hopefully.
And finally, what's on tap for your weekend, sponsored by Silver City Brewery Tap Room. Of course, it's the Kitsap County Fair, which opens on Wednesday and closes on Sunday. On Wednesday, it opens at noon and goes all the way to 10 p.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can enjoy the fair starting at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also got rodeo action Wednesday through Friday at 6:30, and the Extreme Bulls will take the stage 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Carnival opens every day at noon. That's our show for this week. Hope you've enjoyed seeing the fair and hope to see you at the fair this weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Special thanks to our sponsors and those of you who subscribe to the Kitsap Sun. We could not do this without you. See you next time. I just don't get it. Cats and archery in the same place. Really? Is it because the cats like archery or the archers like the cats?
I think it's cats wielding bows and arrows.
That would be pretty neat if that were the case, but you know, the sheep and the swine and the beef, everybody gets their own barn. How do the archers and the cats feel about being together? I mean, I guess maybe they belong together. I give up.